There are books that come to me in a very strange way. Not through a loud calling, but like a soft breeze brushing past my shoulder. And if I am not quiet enough, I might never notice it. The Master Key System, by Charles Francis Haanel, came to me like that. At that time, my heart was still full of uncertainty. As if I was standing in a vast, dark space, not knowing which way was truly mine to walk. And then, just one page, one gentle line, quiet, but bright enough to make me stop. And I realized that sometimes an entire book is simply waiting for us at one single moment. And that alone is enough to shift something deep inside. Today, I'm sharing this experience as a soft invitation. Let the habit of reading guide you to the book that is meant for you. When I opened this book, the first thing that came to me was not the words, but a feeling. Like sitting before a still, quiet lake. No ripples. No rush. Just a whisper. Everything you are looking for is already within you. And that didn't excite me. It settled me. The author, Charles Francis Haanel, once wrote, "Thought is the greatest creative power in the universe. And when read in silence, it feels like water, moving gently through the heart. Thought is the seed. And life grows according to how we care for that seed." So I started watching my thoughts. Those small internal waves, rising and falling, inside my mind. The book doesn't tell me how to change. It simply opens a doorway. And whether I step through it or not, is something deeply personal. Focus, I learned, is a pure form of energy. One we only touch when the mind is quiet enough. Just a few minutes each day. Sitting down. Breathing in. Breathing out. Letting thoughts drift by, like passing clouds. And in that slow space, I began to see myself again. Clarity doesn't come from how much we know, but from the peace we carry inside. The book speaks gently about the journey of self-change. But I understood. This journey lasts a lifetime. And the most faithful companion on that path is the habit of reading. Some people say, this book once disappeared from the market. No one knows why. Just a story, whispered around, like morning fog. I don't know if it's true. But sometimes I ask, how deeply must a book touch people. For someone to want to hide it away. Perhaps because it reminds us of something not everyone wants the world to see. Our own capacity to transform ourselves. From this book, I understood something deeply. Reading a lot is not what matters. Reading right is what matters. A book may be great only on one page. A page may be great only in one line. But if that line arrives at the right moment, it can change the direction of your inner life. And that kind of meeting only comes to those who keep the habit of reading. Reading to quiet down. Reading to see clearly. Reading to arrange what has been scattered inside. The habit of reading is not loud, but it quietly nourishes every transformation within us. If this stream of sharing touches you even a little, you're welcome to walk beside this journey by subscribing to the channel. Not for the sake of another number, but so that when a new doorway of insight quietly opens, you won't miss it. In the next video, I'll share a very special book. One many people cannot put down once they begin. A book that can plant the habit of reading from its very first pages. The title will remain a small hidden seed, waiting for the right moment to bloom. Looking back at the journey of sacred pages, gentle pages, I realize everything I'm sharing today began from one small page in this book, The Master Key System. And if you're still here, listening to these final words, perhaps it is time for you to go and find a book that belongs to you. It doesn't have to be great. It doesn't have to be praised by the world. It only needs to be a book that makes your heart tremble just a little. And that is enough. And who knows? In one quiet, tiny moment, that book may become the point of light that leads you out of your own darkness